And now we're going to make banana pudding. What we have here into a large regular mixing bowl. I'm going to start with 2 cups of cold milk. I'm going to use the one with the 1% low-fat milk. You can use whole milk, reduced fat, fat-free, even 2%. Now to thicken up, I'm going to put 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Look at this, a lot of sweetened condensed. That goes right into these. We're going to break all of the milk. I'm going to use the one with the whisk for first. Before we're going to switch with the electric mixer with the beater. You can see how stiff bubbles inside with the milk. And now we're going to go on here for the Jell-O vanilla instant pudding and pie filling that has with the artificial flavor. I'm going to use the one with the 3.4 ounces, which makes about 96 grams. That has with the 4.5 cup servings. Let's put these onto the milk combos. Sprinkle it right there. What you want to do, you're going to beat the pudding mix into the milk combo and whisk for 2 minutes on high. That will be soft set in 5 minutes. Here we go. Nice one. After it's just beat for 2 minutes. I'm hoping sure the pudding is going to be set soft. Now to whip up the cream that we have into the frozen metal bowl, I'm going to pour the heavy cream. You can try with the heavy whipping cream also. I'm going to use about a pint, which makes only 2 cups. I'm using a half a cup of granulated sugar and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And we're going to whip it up until it's thickened. Okay, that is just perfectly thickened up. You can see how it just whipped over. Alright, we finished about the whipping up the heavy cream with the sugar and the vanilla. We're going to fill in here with the vanilla pudding mix. I'm going to use one for the half of the whipped cream. Just fold it very generously. They use it with a rubber spatula. I think this is almost pretty great. Looks like we're going to finish the rest of the whipped cream. It's going to taste great. After just fully into the cream right in the pudding, I'm going to cover it loosely with some plastic wrap. And you want to refrigerate for later. And we're going to move on for the bananas. We got the pudding and the cream combo in the fridge for later that covered loosely. We're going to take this bananas. Whatever size of bananas, I have only about the medium one. You can use the larger one. I'm going to see how many bananas goes right into the pudding before we're going to layer that. I'm going to peel all the bananas and we're going to slice it in. Alright, we got banana just peeled and we're going to slice it in. If you notice the bananas getting too brown, you can go ahead and coat with some lemon juice. That helps the bananas prevent over browning. I'm going to guess about 3 medium bananas. To prevent for the bananas from over browning, I'm going to put just a little bit of the lemon juice. This is completely optional. If you never have putting the lemon juice inside bananas, but it helps to prevent from stop browning. You can use a spoon to coat it with the bananas inside of the lemon juice. Here we go. That might be coated really well. I've been took it out for the pudding mixes with the whipped cream after it's been loosened with some plastic wrap. Now we're going to assemble for the banana pudding that we're going to layer that into for the trifle bowl or a deep dish baking pan, either way. I'm going to use the one with the Pirates Simply Store. It has with the glass storages with the lid on. I'm going to use this size for the large. And don't forget, you're going to need about for the vanilla wafers. I'm going to layer bottom of the vanilla wafers for first, starting with these. These vanilla wafers has been really crisp and really sweet. And it's going to be just right. Right, so that's about here. Let me see how many are they got. So I'm starting with 12 vanilla wafers down on the bottom for first. Now we're going to move on for the next layer. The wafers go first. Let's put 1 cup of the pudding with the cream layer for second. Now we're going to move on to here before we're going to do for the third layer of more of the vanilla wafer, I'm just going to spread it right around. Now for the third layer of more vanilla wafer. So I'm going to go about here, 12. Then we're going to layer those bananas. The bananas needs to go right on top of the next layer of the vanilla wafer. I'm going to finish the rest of the layers. We got a banana just spread over here. We're going to finish more layers of the pudding mixes with the cream, more wafers, more bananas, and we're going to repeat. We're almost there all the way onto it. Let's put the last of the pudding mixes with the cream. Goes on top of the bananas for the next layer. And we're going to top it with of the Cool Whip. Again, make sure to spread these to cover all the wafers and the bananas. Take the next layer of the Cool Whip right on top of the pudding combo. I'm going to use $1 of spoons at a time before I'm going to spread it to that. I'm going to use the one with the back of the spoon. You can use the offset spatula. It looks like it's almost all the way on top. I'm going to put a last of the wafers goes right on top of the Cool Whip. And you can see it's almost all the way on up here for the storage's glass, like I'm using for it. You can see those wafers down the bottom for first, and I layer with the more of the puddings, the wafers, bananas, everything goes well, all the way on top that I have on a glass storages. Now what you want to do, you're going to cover it with some plastic wrap, refrigerate for at least about 4 or 6 hours. Here we go. After it's been at least 4 or 6 hours ago, this is what one is about all those layers that we finished assembly for the banana pudding. That you can ensure it is all the way up here that we top on for more of the Cool Whip topping, more of the vanilla wafers. Here's the extra ones that I have any of the leftovers that I have tons of those are both in the instant vanilla pudding. And if I have these for the little cups of those, I made one for the parfait. You can crumble it up for more of the extra wafers. You see inside for the banana pudding. And if I don't have any enough of the vanilla wafers, I can use the one for more of the Ladyfingers. In this case, I use the one for the graham crackers. And you have finished banana pudding. Hope you guys enjoy.